Hello and welcome to Infopro Learning. Today I want to talk to you about our real selling approach. Real is based on research, engage, advocate for the customer, and lead to the solution. It's really the how to sell after so many salespeople have accomplished so much learning around the different sales methodologies out there in the world. Since COVID, there's really been a push for consultative selling, and this is the kind of training that would be appropriate for that. You can see here there's a lot of elements to real selling, and I won't go into them now. But the key point is these are completely customized to your market, your customer persona, your industry needs, so that the salesperson can hold a business conversation with the customer and become that trusted, valued partner. Quickly show you what the look of the basics classes is. Research, here are some details about that. Engage with the customer, which includes trust and situational negotiation. Advocate for the customer. It's a visceral change. So your intent is for the customer's success. And then lead to the solution rather than with the solution. Each course comes with a manager's coaching sheet that helps managers follow on after the class. And today we have over 34 topics that are pre-built for customization for you. And I'm going to turn it over now to one of our most excellent sales instructors. We have a team of certified sales instructors, and in this case, it's Colin Levering, and he's going to give you an example of the type of thing we include in one of our virtual training modules. So, Colin?
Hey, Carol, thank you very much for that, and thank you for that introduction to the course. And as you were saying that, Carol, I was thinking about a time for my sales. I introduced myself in a moment very quickly, but out with my boss, and we did a great sales call. Well, I thought was a great sales call. And just as we were getting in the car, he said to me, before we start the engine, what are they saying about you right now? And it really got me sort of realizing how this transactional sales into real selling really comes to life, because the answer, of course, was an emotional response as, this is somebody that we trust, that cares about us, that knows our business. We can do business with him. And I think it's fair to say that, anybody can get the first order, but it's getting the second and the third and the fourth order. That's when you get into real selling. So a quick intro of myself. I call myself seasoned rather than old, professionally in sales all of my life. I had a very successful sales career based on, I gave you an example there of learning and taking new techniques. I'm also the author of four books. I've just published my fourth book. And then I came in to this program, and as Carol mentioned, I just wanted to touch on one particular part of this, which really is that bit that I love, is moving from transactional selling to real selling. And just to give you an example of how that works, and at the start of the program we actually there's a lot of statistics, and I think the statistics are very powerful to really illustrate how selling has changed quite dramatically over the years. And one of them I have in front of me right now is that 74% of customers choose the sales professional who is first to provide value and insight. And I think that's absolutely key, rather than a transactional sales that maybe our competitors are doing in a very sometimes commoditized market, trying to get that sale, trying to reduce the sales cycle, all of those things that people are trying to do like we used to do. And I think that is changing quite dramatically. So one of the exercises we actually do is we look at how we build trust. We begin to build that trust in the customer. And there's various techniques we use through the course. One of them, we do a good old-fashioned SWOT analysis on our customers, really understanding it. One of my favorites is built around that sort of customer-centric mindset, using the old phrase, putting yourself in the customer's shoes. and it's called an empathy map. And really what we do, there's various interactive exercises throughout the program, and we're getting people to really share their raw experiences, and I share mine as well. It's very much a two-way traffic going on. But going back to the empathy map, one exercise is where we actually get to people to understand one particular customer. What do they think? How do they feel? What do they see? And it's really understanding it to prevent us going into this sales mode. So to finish on sort of what I wanted to introduce on this is taking people from that natural sales ability and what I call that unconscious behavior that we can have with a customer, and actually keeping that ability but being more conscious in our actions, putting a little bit of a science into the process that we do. And the more you do that with the understanding the customer, doing the research, understanding your differentials, and not just listing them out, making sure that they're relevant ones, and really building that trust with the customer, that's when you find you're able to get the sell. And as I said before, not just get the first sale, but get the second, the third, and build that relationship. The more we can make it difficult for a customer to say no to us, the more I think we've achieved in really creating that trust and professionalism in what we do. So that's a quick overview from me, Carol.
Well, thank you very much, Colin, and I hope that gave everybody an example of the kind of conversations that occur in our classes. The interesting thing that Colin didn't mention is he immersed himself in the industry and the understanding of the customer, of those learners who are in that group, those sellers, so that he could have that sort of riveting and reinforcing conversation with them about their real practical experience. And he even mentioned to me before we started this that some of them are following up with him to let them know what they've been doing since the class. That's the kind of thing you want to happen, because salespeople are out there doing a very tough job, and we just want to support their success. So thanks for listening.